Hello, hello, hello. Hello. It is me. I am here streaming. The 100 Battletech streamer approaches. It is I. So, today, I got some plans. They're right over here. I remember which way to point now. It's weird how the frame rate is lower even though my exposure is set really low. Look at that. Oh god, even in the capture it's weird. That's really bizarre. I can't figure it out. Streamlabs, Twitch. Let me tell you. It's a thing. Anyway, hello, here I am. I have some very, very awesome news. But first, we're going to go ahead and pull it over here to today's plans, which are very simple. Today's plans are very simple. Today's plans include playing Battletech like a giant nerd and trying not to freak out about the fact that a game that I've been essentially waiting for like 15 years is coming out tomorrow. Both of those things are things that I'm excited for. So that's what today is going to consist of. So if you're not prepared for a giant nerd rambling about like a universe that you may or may not care about, just prepare yourself. Just prep. Trust me. But yeah, I'm super excited. The only thing worse than learning Streamlabs is learning to do what it does without it. Yeah, like streaming without something as helpful as Streamlabs. Like I used to stream with just OBS back before I stopped streaming because I was silly. And I was on a channel that didn't really represent me, and with a name that didn't really represent me, and now here I am, and I've never been happier. I'm literally doing exactly what I want to do, and yeah, so hooray. Yeah. So yeah, today's plan is very simple. We're gonna move it away from today's plans like right away because this is really freaking simple. Oh, but I do have one really cool announcement. I don't know if anybody here knows who this is, but it's a person I've been following for quite some time. I love their stuff. I absolutely can't recommend them enough. They are Bognogus on Twitch. I love them. They're amazing. And a couple nights ago, I sent them a message because I'm a part of their Discord community, and I kind of lurk there and read stuff. And I also watch a ton of their streams. I usually watch them on VOD, so I don't get many opportunities to like interact or anything like that, which is really unfortunate. But I do like watch. I would say more than half of what they make on Twitch. I have. And then the other half I probably like have on in the background quite often. But anyway, love their stuff. They primarily stream like Elite Dangerous and Star Citizen and stuff. They're super awesome. I love them. Well, I sent them a message a couple nights ago just telling them how I felt. Like I was like, you're amazing. You're probably never going to see this message because they have like well over 100 average viewers on their streams. They're, you know, they're at that place on Twitch. And I was like, I love your work. And he's so positive. He's incredibly positive and upbeat and stuff. He's super awesome. So I went ahead and I sent him a message, and I actually heard back, and he was super nice and super supportive and stuff. And apparently he discovered that I'm a streamer because I woke up this morning and looked, and Bognogus is now following me. I know he's probably not gonna ever have time to jump in the stream, and that's totally fine. Just the act of him following, like, made me feel super incredibly awesome. So. If you want to see his stuff, either look him up, Bognogus, or you can actually just click on the list of my followers and he'll be right there, Bognogus. So, which is amazing. So I'm super incredibly excited. So, anyway, it's silly. It's a silly thing to be excited about, but like I'm super happy. Well, thank you, Surprise. I'm super happy too. It made me so. Oh god, even just getting the reply from him was amazing. But like seeing that was just like, oh, it was so cool. So if I don't think it'll ever happen, but if he does ever hop in chat, please give that man like a digital high five. He is super cool, and deserves it entirely. Let's see. 2% of the goal to partnership. That's a cool thing. So his follow brought me to the 15 goal for last week, so we did hit that goal. So it happened when we weren't even live. The last 2 follows I got when I wasn't I got when I wasn't even live. So that's interesting. I didn't expect that to be a thing, but that's super awesome. So we're at 15. So our goal for this week is 20. We're gonna see if we can hit it. And yeah, I hope we can. I think we can. We've been doing about 5 a week. I mean, like on average. So that's pretty amazing. And I would attribute that to the fact that, so you can see down there on the week's follower goal, we got to way down this way. That it's so weird when you're doing this to like figure it out. I know I look really stupid But the reason it's hard is because not only is everything mirrored, I'm like way up here, so I'm going like this, and I'm going, oh, I don't need to do that because it's pointed directly at me, and it's like it gets confusing. Plus, my brain. This is why I have coffee. Ugh. Plus, this is not normally my usual streaming time. This is usually the time of day where I'm getting stuff done. So, now I am getting stuff done. I am having fun, and I'm gonna be playing stuff with awesome people. So I am getting stuff done. So we're gonna go ahead and get Battletech booted up, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit more about what we're doing. I failed enough at cameras enough to appreciate how hard this is. Oh, it's not hard. It's not hard. I'm just stupid. Also, I realize for anyone that watches the VODs or tunes in normally, you might notice I'm wearing the same t-shirt I was a couple days ago when I streamed. I promise you, this has been washed in between streams. I'm not like wearing the same clothes for 3 or 4 days in a row. I just have a very small selection of shirts that I wear. So, and I do laundry like every other day. So, because that's what I do. Also, the lighting situation is about 50% better than it was before, which is nice. Because I have one of my studio lights officially set up now. It's like actually set up. It's like a shoot-through umbrella light. And I'm gonna get another one and put it over here. I actually have the other one, but I need to get it set up over here. And then the lighting will be, I think, you know, pretty decent. So, so it's already better than it was, which was like a dark, like, it looked like a cave. So yeah, so we're playing Battletech, the Harebrained Schemes Battletech, but it's not just the normal Battletech. We're playing Advanced 3062, which is a mod made by the community, and it is one of my favorites for Battletech. It's pretty cool. It modifies a lot about how the game like works at its base, at its core. Oh Jesus. Oh right, I'm playing on full screen. That's why I did that. Okay. Well, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm gonna go ahead and plug it because I can, and because they're awesome and they deserve to be plugged. I don't know if anyone here plays it, but bam. There is the link for anyone that is interested. That is the mod, with instructions on how to install it and everything. It's pretty simple, but it's super fun. Honestly, I'd highly recommend this game for anyone just because of the mods that are available are amazing. Roguelikes, if you're able to look past the person that makes it, is amazing. Advanced 3062 is amazing, and so are the people that make it. Battletech, I believe it's called Battletech 3025 Plus or something? Battletech Plus or Battletech Extended. No, I think that's what it is also awesome. And some of them even work together. I think you can get like Battletech Extended to work with this, but I didn't really want to fiddle with that, so I just kind of rolled with this for now. So this is the mod we're playing with. And it even allows me, it even has modules that allows you to use the 2 of the 3 official DLC. Heavy Metal is out and I have it, but I can't use it with this mod. So, which is not a huge deal, because I think Heavy Metal brought in 5 mechs and 1 brand new mech to the lore, which is kind of unheard of. But this mod brings in over 1,000, including variants, but still. Mods working together feels like a miracle. Yeah, the modding community for this is super awesome. So, alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start a new campaign in this. I have one going that's kind of a personal save because I wanted to kind of get into it again, and it plays exactly like I remembered it. So we're gonna go ahead and get these settings set up. Most stuff we're gonna leave on normal. Normally I would turn Iron Man mode on, except we're playing with mods. Whenever I'm playing with mods and anything, I never turn on Iron Man mode. I just kind of play with it. I'm sorry, I keep on clicking over here to switch, and what it's doing is because it's not on borderless, it craps out. What I was gonna say is, okay, I'll do it again, sorry. I need to switch this over to borderless or something, but whenever I do this in borderless with this mod, the performance just takes a giant dump on itself. Normally I play with Iron Man, but with mods, I don't play with Iron Man because mods like to crash the game, and so I play a soft Iron Man. I'll never load because something bad happens, let me put it that way. I'll only load if our entire game dies, so, which can't happen. So we got everything turned on, we got friendly fire turned on. We're gonna turn advanced mech warriors down to normal. We're gonna turn that up to normal, so that's a little trade-off there. But everything else we're gonna leave on normal. Starting money only 600k. We should be fine though. We should be fine. So we're gonna go and start this puppy up. Yeah, this mod adds a ton of awesome stuff. So I wish that there was a way to get all the content that Roguelikes added, and then combine it with the mechanical changes and gameplay of this mod, because I feel like Roguelikes was made by people that don't understand game design, like fundamentally, but was made by people that do understand the lore and kind of like the general feel of Battletech. So it's kind of like, if you combine those two things together, I feel like you'd have something awesome. What is up with the frame rate of my camera? That is so bizarre. I don't know if it's just on the capture or what. The exposure's turned way down and everything. If I turn it way down, if I turn it way up, you'll get like, oh my god, I'm in the sun now. Yeah, it's just slow. I don't get it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's just the camera. I'll work it out off stream, but super bizarre. So anyways, we're going to decide who we are. Who am I going to be? Oh, by the way, so unfortunately, again, I don't know why Battletech does this, but I can't rename pilots without going through this huge thing. So, well, without going through this huge thing, and I also can't do it mid-save. It's really dumb. So what we're going to do instead is I'm going to rename the mechs themselves after people's. So what we're gonna do is I'm really quickly gonna customize my character here. Now the way I usually do. So good news, you reminds you a little bit. Merging ideas. 2 mods should be one of the easier things to do. Yeah, I'm not like the modding for this game. I don't believe it has. Does it have an API? I don't think it even has a modding API. It's just the files are just very easily accessible, and it's kind of always been that way, which is cool. Everything else here is fine. I'm fine with this. Perfect. All right. Enter call sign. Oak. First name. Melodic. Last name. Oak. Sure. And then the one I usually go with. Oh, this always cracked me up. There's one voice called Female Creep. I was always like, the voice actress that did that must have been like, I play Female Creep in Battletech. They didn't tell me I was a creep.
Waiting on you, Commander. Standing by, Commander.
I think this is the one I usually go with. All right. So we have a bunch of choices like for a background here. I like to come from the deep periphery, and my family was betrayed. It was really bad. They were all slaughtered, and then I decided to become an inner sphere mercenary.
Good to go.
And that's really not that great in terms of the statistics it gives you, but I don't care because RP. But yeah. So basically, these are the statistics for every pilot, or mech warrior. So the pilots in this universe are called mech warriors, which is why there's a game series called Mech Warrior. And so all of your warriors have these stats: gunnery, piloting, tactics, and guts, and they all do various things. Gunnery and piloting is pretty obvious, I'm guessing, like in terms of what it does. But guts is basically how many hits can your pilot take, and then tactics affects your initiative and also your indirect attacks, like your long-range missiles and stuff. It can't be as bad as the guy translated for Zero Wing. That sounds familiar. I think I know what you're talking about, but yeah, here we are. This is the Argus. The Argus is a drop ship, an old drop ship. So there actually is a story mode to this game. I'm not playing it. I'm playing career mode, which is separate, but it's pretty good. And so you can kind of learn what the Argus is from that. But the Argus is an old drop ship, kind of like most stuff is in Mech Warriors, Battletech and Mech Warrior. The Battletech universe is old and just repurposed for use in some way. And it's no different here. And so this is a drop ship. Unfortunately, it flies around kind of like a traditional spaceship does, which means it takes forever to get anywhere. And we have a very large, very large, unfortunately not extended. I thought this mod extended it. Apparently it doesn't. Actually, it doesn't really matter. But that is something I'm going to have to look into if I can get the extended map to work with this. But it's fine for now. This is plenty of space to play. Oh, your base belong to us. We set up the... Oh, that one. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. But these are all systems, all with their own little individual like tags and attributes and stuff that all affect the kinds of missions you get, the kinds of payout you get, the kinds of tech you can find, the kinds of store, what stores will sell, everything like that. All that affects it. We start out here on Lyriton, I guess is how I'm going to pronounce that. These are words from the lore, but I'm not entirely certain how to pronounce everything here. But it's 3 tropical moons around the system's large gas giant. So these are all separate star systems here. And so how are we going to move between these without taking an immense amount of time? Well, fun fact, we are actually going to have to take an immense amount of time, but we're going to dock with something called a jump ship. And these are ships that are much more massive that have the drives capable of moving faster than light. Still takes forever to get from place to place in the universe, which is cool. So you have to plan for it accordingly. Sometimes moving from one star system to another can take months. So with you know, all the upkeep and pay, you have to be ready for that. So it's pretty cool. So a lot of this is random every time you play. So let's cross our fingers and see what mechs we started with in our mech bay. We always start with 5 mechs in this. Ooh, okay, we got a Centurion. That's a good start. Look at this puppy right here. Turning it that quickly makes it seem a lot smaller than it is. This thing is really, really large. Oh, there's some people up here that you can see for scale. Yeah. In-game months? Yes, not in real life months. Let's see here. So this is a Centurion CN9A. This thing is armed with 2 medium lasers, an AC-10, and an LRM-10. That's pretty cool. So the medium lasers, those are pretty self-explanatory. AC-10 is an autocannon 10. It's an autocannon that fires... So in the MechWarrior games, they've changed it a little, the way it looks and sounds in MechWarrior 5. But you've seen me fire them in MechWarrior Online before. And it sounds and looks like it's firing 1 projectile. It's actually firing 10, but it's firing them so quickly that it sounds and looks like 1 projectile. It's awesome. I love it. There's also an AC-20 in the Battletech universe. It's crazy. And then it also has an LRM-10, which is a long-range missile that fires 10 missiles each salvo. So this thing is pretty good at combat at any range, and it's pretty heavily armored. All right, so this Centurion's pretty good. This is a medium mech. And we got a light mech over here, a Jenner. I love Jenners. They're amazing. Not only do they look cool, look at that. It's so neat. Jenners are also infamous for being laser boats in the tabletop, and they can do that very well here as well. This one it has 4 medium lasers, 2 on each arm here, and then it also has a short-range missile 4. Those are dumb missiles that fire straight and fires 4 of them each salvo. So pretty good at close combat and very maneuverable. I'm guessing this thing has jump jets. Yes, it does have jump jets. We also have a Spider, not one of my more favorite mechs. It's a 30-ton mech. This one is armed. Spider nimble jumper. Plus 15% jump distance. That's not bad. 2 medium lasers. That's all it's armed with. Kind of a good scout mech, I guess, but we'll probably put somebody with a sensor lock in that, since we're not going to be attacking with it a lot. Then we got a Locust here. You can see how tiny this thing is comparatively. I mean, still, look at the people here. This thing is still taller than a 2-story house, but it's tiny. It's a 20-ton mech, and this puppy is fast. I don't think we have jump jets on this. No, they don't usually have them. But it does have 2 medium lasers, 2 medium and 2 small lasers. Okay, so it's like a tiny laser boat. That's fine. That's fine. And we will be customizing these as we go on and we get new parts and stuff. But this isn't bad. My last start was a lot better. I had a Blackjack, which is a really nice sniper mech. I really like that. And any start where I start with a Panther is one of my favorites as well, because those are light mechs with PPCs. So you can just move around the back of enemies and snipe them from a long... It's amazing. I love Panthers. They're so good. All right, now let's take a look at the... I think they call them pilots. That really bothers me. Our mech warriors. And see what we've got here. We got ourselves. We can actually drop into the fight ourselves. We don't want to die. but you will lose pilots in this, so that's fun. See, this is what bothers me. Like, all they had to do was add an option, so this isn't grayed out, so I could rename them, but they don't have that. It bothers me so much. And there's no mods that have fixed that, because the way that pilots work in game, it's like baked in. It's really annoying. Anyway, so, and all pilots, they have their own look at this, procedurally generated history. It's amazing. And then also their own little like tags that affect them in certain ways. Like this person's a merchant, a technician. He's brave, which means he'll freak out less often. All that kind of stuff. It's really quite cool. So, dependable. We got Gearhead over here. It's a criminal. We got Rook here. And we got someone named Weasel Cakes, which is amazing. So Weasel Cakes is definitely going to be a favorite. I can already tell. And this is like the skill tree. These are all the different stats. Every pip is going to get you another point in that particular statistic. And then there's also these, which are like the major skills. You can have up to 3 of them. And they have to come from 2 of the trees, if that makes sense. So I could have this one, and this one, or these 2 and this one, something like that. And that'll sort of build out that that particular mech warrior and how they work. And you'll kind of see how these work once we get into the game. It's not a huge deal right now. So I personally, because I like to stay alive, I send everyone that I'm paying up ahead to do all the big combat, and then I stay back in usually a specialized mech that is in extremely heavy armor and with some long-range weapons. So that's usually how I build out my personal mech warrior from the start. So we're gonna go ahead and just work on the gunnery, and we're also gonna go ahead and get some guts here and some tactics. We're actually just gonna go ahead and stat up here. That's usually not a bad idea. Statistics, getting at least 4s all across the board is usually a pretty good idea, and focusing on gunnery means we're gonna hit stuff more often. That also gets us this skill multi-target, which allows us to split our fire, which is awesome. We've got some other peoples here. So you've got sure footing and sensor lock, and you've got bulwark. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm all down with that. Let's go ahead and see what's in the store around this system. We're not going to be able to afford any of it. So, like, here's a fun fact about how poor we are from the onset here. We have 600k funds. This is a piece of a Vindicator mech. You need 5 to complete a mech. It costs almost as much money as we have. And that's also why you don't want to lose mechs. This game will kick you while you're down. And continue to kick even after you're dead. It doesn't care. It will continue to kick. So so that's the store. Nothing we want from there. So let's go ahead and customize our company really quick here. Oh, I imported our logo. So we can fly our colors and fly our flag. We're called Oaks Marauders because yeah, come on now. Let me hear you say yeah. We're gonna fly our colors, sort of a lighter orange and a darker orange up top, and then for the accents, we're gonna have maybe sort of a green for our accents, right? If it doesn't look too terrible, maybe like a dark green. And that'll be the colors that our mechs are flying in general here. If we click on this, it'll take us up close so you can see what that looks like. But I quite like it, so I like it. Also, I like how the guy has little Battletech minis here. So anybody that's actually played the tabletop game is like, they're playing it in universe. It's so meta. Okay. Oh, and eventually, not yet, but we have engineering here. So the Argus is such an old rundown ship that we're gonna have to fix it up. It's still kind of a floating pile of junk, as you can see. A lot of parts are exposed. The lighting forward is really bad. We'll get into a system or something later where you can see it better, but you can see our logo here on the side of the Argo as well. I love that. So super cool. Let's see here. I guess we can also check the hiring hall. We have to get our mercenary ranking up more. So in universe, mercenaries operate very much within the law, for the most part. There's actually even like a mercenaries guild that you're a part of, so you'll increase your ranking as you do a good job on missions, and you'll be able to get more missions. So yay. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and name some of our mechs, and we're going to go ahead and name them after followers and people that are here, because that sounds like a ton of fun to me. So we got the Centurion first. I'm going to go ahead and rename that. Let's see here. I can either just pull randomly from the follower list, or the people that are here, you can just speak up in chat and I can go ahead and name you, name a mech after you. Actually, let me check here. Yeah, so these are the mechs that we have here. The first two I'm gonna name are the Centurion and the Vindicator for sure. So if you want a mech named after you. So basically how our military unfortunately works now entirely too much of the time. Well, I mean, you know, it is what it is. So Bash, do you want a Centurion named after you? Which one has, this one has slightly less range. Bash makes me think of an up close and personal mech, so maybe we want the Jenner named after you, huh? I think I might just pull randomly from the list here. Yeah, we're going to name Bash. Bash. Renaming the mech here. Alright, let's go ahead and pull from follower list. Follower list, please. Come on now. Twitch just recently changed its creator dashboard, so I can't access stuff that I had access to before. It's really stupid. I don't know why. But oh, you're gonna hear echo here for a second. No. There we go. Okay. Follower list. Followers. Bam. I mean, hey, Bognagus followed us, right? Let's go ahead and name a mech after Bognagus. We'll go ahead and rename our Vindicator to Bognagus. Bam. Because I can. Let's see. We got the Jenner here. I'm gonna go ahead and randomly pull from the follower list. Looks like Shadowblade. Shadowblade 26. You're gonna be our Jenner. Then we got our Spider. Our Spider is pulling Perpetual Blur. That actually kind of works. That actually does work. It's weird. I like it. And then we got our Locust, which Perpetual Blur also would have worked for, honestly. It's quite a speedy little thing. Our Locust. Randomize. FOCXS. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm just gonna say Fox. That makes sense to me. Oh, right. We got all of our starting mechs named. Excellent. We're gonna go ahead and save. Our stream save. There we go. Pop on back to the Argo, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna see what missions we have that we can take. Date not set. That's weird. Is that supposed to show there like that? If I go, it's like, oh, okay. Jeez. That's really weird because when I played before when I was testing the mod, that never happened. It just had a date, so very strange. Okay. I'm down with that. That's fine. All right, so let's go ahead and pick ourselves out a mission and see what happens. And yeah, so if anybody's watching and is following or was following or what have you, and we didn't have a mech named after you, don't worry. We are gonna get more mechs as we play. So I'll go ahead and pull more random names from the follower list as we go. So wow, okay, it's all Capellan Confederation missions. Jeez. Whoa. Oh, okay, it's 1.5 skulls. As our first mission, we're gonna go ahead and take a half skull mission because I want to see how well all of our mechs get along together. They're both Badlands. They're both recovery missions. Similar pay, similar salvage. Implication of compelling Confederation mission. Capellan Confederation. They're interesting. Like most factions in Battletech, they're not good, they're not bad. They're just kind of have their own worldview. I don't really subscribe to them very much, but you know, I mean, to be fair, I don't really subscribe to Steiner either, but they're freaking awesome. What do you call 4 100-ton assault mechs? A Steiner Scout Lance. They like to use heavy mechs, that's the joke, the assault mechs, especially. So, let's see, we're gonna go with one man's art. A favorite painter has been accused of heresy by systems religious police. We have to locate him, rescue him, and at the personal request of the patron, recover the painting that started this whole mess. Bam. Negotiate. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna lean a little bit into the money at the start. Man, this mission really doesn't pay very well. Do we wanna take a 1 skull mission? We might want to take a 1 skull mission. This one pays a lot. This one's probably a little bit crazy. I don't know. What do you think? If anybody has an opinion, should I go with the half skull or should we? Because this mission is a half skull harder and pays out more than 6 times more cash and has more salvage. I see. My first thought was that from the chat, the painters in China. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, I think we might actually take it. It's gonna be tough, but the pay is so much better. On the other hand, this one's kind of half and half, same difficulty, but it's in the lowlands and it's an assassinate mission as opposed to defend base. Assassinate is a little easier to kind of get a handle on because you can kind of pick and choose your targets, as opposed to defend base where you're just kind of forced to just like, you have to defend this thing that you really don't have a lot of control over. Alright, sure, let's go with aggressive negotiations. And we'll just leave it half and half salvage and payment. You can turn them down as well if you want to get like extra reputation from your employer, which can be nice for like future missions. But at the start of the game where we need money and we need salvage. So like that's where we're gonna sit right there. All right, now we pick the mechs that we're gonna be dropping with. We're gonna be dropping with all of our heavier stuff. Actually, I think I actually prefer the Locust here in terms of our main one, and then we can also have an extra lance as well. So we're gonna go ahead and take those. Let's see, who do we want to put in our Centurion? Yeah, it's funny, the way it's showing firepower, I would actually disagree with. I would say one of our hardest hitters is our Jenner, but it has to be in the right position. Fortunately, it's really good at moving around to these positions, so. Let's see here, Centurion, we're gonna put... What's your range? I think we're gonna roll in the Centurion here. I like that. So let's see. Me and Grand Calabash together. And then let's see here. Rook, you're the next best gunner. We're gonna go ahead and put you here in the Vindicator. Dragon, you have sensor lock. We're gonna put you in the Spider. Reminds me of the old days. We're gonna put Cold Fire in... Want you in the Jenner? We might want you in the Jenner. I think we're gonna put you in the Jenner. And then who do we want in the Locust? You have more piloting. We'll put you in the Locust. And deploy. We have some pretty poor gunnery stats across our lance, I will say. It could be a lot better. Could be a lot better. But that's okay. Alright, let's get this stuff moved around here. Apologies for the sliding sounds. To get everything ready here. Alright. So, this is an assassinate mission, which means that we're most likely going to get a single target that we need to remove. War sucks, but it pays well. I love all the little like tip information. Ugh. Also, it's worth mentioning we might move over to MechWarrior Online after a little bit of this. I don't know. We're gonna keep it all very BattleTech themed, of course, because I mean, you know, I've made it pretty clear what tomorrow is. So
Command interface initiated.
and that is an all freaking day stream. Okay, so we got enemy there. Cool. Okie dokie. So, wait. Are these enemy mechs? Hold on. Are you serious? Okay. I didn't expect enemies to be this close to... Okay, the drop point. Gosh, we're dropping in hot here. Here's all of our mechs, by the way. Aw, yeah. Love it. This game actually does look really pretty. I love this game. Alright. And performance is so much better playing with this mod than with roguelikes, where it just comes to a crawl. It's just crazy. I guess it's just the number of checks. Oh, whoops, sorry. I guess it's just the number of checks that the game is doing, but like there's something about it. I don't know what it is, but this mod runs really well. It looks pretty nice. Okay, so he's on initiative 4. We start out with a bunch of pips of evasion. That's what these little chevrons are. That's evasion. And that's based on how much you moved. And then we got all these, we have 5 initiative levels up here at the top. And that decides what order units are going to act in. We're going to go ahead and reserve. Which means we're going to wait one initiative because I want to see what they do. And chances are, depending on how much they move, they're actually going to have less evasion than they did at the start, especially if they choose to shoot at us, which is, I'm going to be honest, very likely.
Keep your eyes peeled, Commander.
All right, the enemy spider is moving. Nope, they're running away. Okay. And when they move far enough away that they're out of range, but they're still within your sensor range, they'll just show up like this. Yeah. So we need to eliminate the local government diplomat. That's our primary objective. We complete that, we are golden. These are secondary. Sometimes you still have to complete secondary objectives. It's a little funky. But we need to destroy the escorts, destroy the reinforcements, which will drop here probably pretty soon, and destroy the local government support lance. So there's a lot of stuff we're going to be fighting. Fortunately, when it comes to missions like this, usually you can fight them sort of in waves, if you will. So we'll see what happens. All right, so let's see here. We literally just have
I hear ya.
choice here.
Receiving you.
Let's see here. But yeah, a lot of you will probably see what I meant now when I said that Battletech by Harebrained Schemes is very much like, it's kind of like XCOM meets Battletech. It's like a very similar feel. And while it doesn't have hex spaces like the tabletop game, it essentially does. If you look at the way that the movement grid is kind of placed out, it's essentially hex. They just don't show it as hexes. It's interesting. All right, that would be an interesting move.
Yes, Commander.
And how much your mech moves will change how accurate your attacks will be, because obviously if we're sprinting with a mech, they're not going to be able to shoot as accurately. So that's all taken into consideration. Shooting out of a forest, you're going to have more cover, but it's going to be harder for you to shoot.
Commander.
All these little things. All these little things. Attention to detail. Ooh, okay. That'd be an interesting attack there. With our locust.
Ready for orders.
You can move all the way up here, but you've only got 2 medium lasers, which still stinks.
What's up, boss?
You're gonna move after we move. So using a sensor lock on you, isn't going to be that useful. I think we should just take advantage of it and go straight in for the attack with the Centurion. Yeah, we're going to do that.
Heading out.
So we're moving our Centurion over here. The colored lines, that shows you where you're going to be shooting, like, arc-wise into the enemy. So a green line means we're shooting right into their rear arc. Rear armor is the weakest on a mech, just like a tank. And then purple line is from the side, and then a red line is from the front. So, and you can see, if I hover over any part on the mech, you'll see these little bars up here will show me how much internals and armor are left on that space. It's pretty cool. And this is all the different weapons they have. And these are all the weapons our mech has. Their chances to hit are down here. I know it's kind of small, but it's in red, which is bad. And then our mech statistics are like over here. So fun little facts. Fun how those work. All right. So we're actually going to alpha strike, I believe. It's only going to build up a tiny bit of heat. This is our heat over here. This is, once we hit that red line, we're going to be in trouble. So we're fine. We're going to alpha strike, which means we're going to fire everything.
Giving him everything I've got.
Ooh, we got some good hits in. Oh yeah, we did some good damage on the back there. If you're wondering why the frame rate kind of takes a dump when it goes to the enemy turn, that's because my CPU is, you know, the AI is doing calculations on where it needs to move and such. So. Ooh, hold on. So unless it's actually midnight to midnight, perhaps the start time should be specified. Oh, you mean for the all-day stream tomorrow? Yeah, it's a good point. I've still been sort of deciding on how to do that. So apparently the game is going to go live at like 10 a.m. Pacific time. I'm guessing that the downloads are going to be slow right at that hour because everybody's going to be downloading it. The stream's probably going to start at or around noon. I am guessing. I will figure out an official start date by the end of today and put that up on the stream schedule. But and also if you want to go ahead and turn your notifications on if you're following, that'll also let you know when the stream is starting and such. So
How's it going?
I'm super excited. I'm so excited. I don't know if you've heard. All right. God, look at how much evasion. Oh my gosh.
What can I do for you?
It's crazy. All right, we're going to sprint up to somewhere where we don't have line of sight to them. Or actually, I guess it doesn't really matter. All right, we're going to sprint up to here with our spider. Whee! And then we're going to use our sensor lock, which is a skill that our pilot Dragon 66 has. So we're going to use sensor lock, and what we can do is we can lock onto an enemy mech, and it's going to get rid of some of their evasion and help us hit them. So we're going to sensor lock on this dude right here.
Sensors locked on.
It's going to get rid of 2 of their evasion pips. Oh, we got another mech on sensor over here. It fired at us, but it missed horribly. We didn't even see the projectile.
Need something, Chief?
Okay.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Let's see here.
What's up?
So
huh?
I'd like to hit you if I can, since we got the sensor lock on you, which is going to make you a tad easier to hit. We do have jump jets with this Centurion. Or, Vindicator, excuse me. Our view is obstructed on any of these places. So if you look here, you'll see this little eye. These little eyes cutting off the line here. That's telling me that technically I have line of sight to them, but it's partial, which means if I do decide to take that attack, it may or may not hit. Well, I mean, it always may or may not hit, but it's going to reduce the chances of it hitting pretty greatly. Combine that with the fact that we're using jump jets, which greatly reduces your chance of hitting because you're soaring through the air. And our chances of hitting that enemy going to be pretty low. We can't fire indirectly. Maybe
I hear ya.
I want to move you instead. Can we get you anywhere where we can... Can we even, like, sprint somewhere where we can actually see you, maybe? We can, but it's really not going to help. Darn. I don't want that sensor lock to be for nothing, but that sensor lock might be for nothing. We can sprint up to here. Our chances to hit are so low, though.
Good to go. Standing by.
Alright, well, we might just have to take the not perfect shot here. Yeah. Alright, we'll go ahead and move up to here.
On the move.
Not into the forest, because that will reduce our chances of hitting, and I'm not too worried about taking hits on our Vindicator right now, so... And yeah, firing with all this isn't going to incur any heat that we can't manage. We missed with everything. That's pretty common in this game. Enemy turn. I don't know if there's anything on this initiative. Nothing we can see anyway. Alright. Gonna move up to here with our Locust. You know what? I think I'm actually going to turn on the follow cams just because those are kind of cool. I like them. Some people don't like them, but they're very cinematic. Usually when I'm playing by myself, I'm just like skipping through a whole bunch of stuff, but occasionally it's nice to play a game where I don't skip everything like that, and I'm just kind of like watching it as it happens.
What can I do for you?
Kind of like that. All right, if we moved you up to here, oh god, those chances are so bad. A little bit better if we sprint up to here.
Pedal to the metal.
Got our Jenner here. Once we get our Jenner up nice up and up close and personal, it's going to be a little bit better because it's such a laser boat. Let's not fire the SRM-4. Just 4 medium lasers. Damn. Oh. Alright. What are you going to do? Okay. Also, you may have noticed down here, we have this little bar called Resolve. This is a thing that will go up each turn, and when it's at 50% or higher, all of our mech warriors are inspired and get +1 bonus accuracy for all attacks. You can also spend it to do a couple of little actions, such as Precision Strike and Vigilance, which allow you, like, offensive and defensive actions that allow you to have a little more control over what you're doing. We're gonna actually reserve, so that's gonna force these 2 mechs up here to act before us, or unless they reserve as well. But it's doubtful that they're going to. Hopefully they don't move away from us again. I fear that might happen. Alright, he's moving down. That's actually probably a pretty good thing for us. Mr. Locust. That's the one good thing about having a tiny 20-ton mech that's running around like a little annoying
Waiting for orders.
mech. I don't know. I don't have anything smart to say there.
What can I do for you?
Okay. We're gonna use you again as essentially just our like mobile sensor lock person. We're gonna move you to here.
Roger.
And we're gonna go ahead and pop a sensor lock. We're gonna pop it on you because you've already moved.
I've got a sensor lock.
That also imposes some buffs on them as well. Or not buffs, some debuffs on them as well. Nothing. It's not quite as man, I tell you, a Beagle Active Probe is something I really want to get. That's something you can pop, and it does a sensor lock to everything in this giant radius. Oh, I think this Vulcan's gonna melee. Yep. Ow! Ooh, rammed us right in our left leg there. Oh, that did half of our armor. And close combat weapons get to fire. Miss. Okay, good, good. Woo! Our Vindicator took a little bit of a hit there. See, this is what I was talking about in MechWarrior Online, how there's no meleeing, but there is in this. So if we were to melee here, we might actually melee back. Probably not this turn. But yeah, meleeing back, 99.1% chance of hitting for 55 damage. Yeah. If we hit him from this side, we'll hit the, let's see, he's got the, that's his right arm. Oh, okay. You know what? Yeah, let's melee this turn. I
hear ya.
Let's do one more action, because then we'll force them to do something, and that way they won't shoot at my Vindicator, who will only have moved if we melee now. See, he's got 4 pips from the last turn of movement. If we move him now to melee, he'll move 1 tile, and that means his evasion's going to be terrible, and if he moves up enough to shoot him, his guaranteed shots. So what we're going to do is we're going to move somebody else first.
How's it going? Waiting on you, Commander.
Commander.
Can we get a good shot on you? 43, what's it like? Here, about the same. A little bit better if you're outside of the forest. But the obvious downsides are you're not in a forest. That's 2 evasion pips. Let's do this.
Position confirmed.
Centurion, Grand Calabash, moving up. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and Alpha Strike on this spider because we have some pretty good to hit chances.
Roger that.
Ooh! AC-10, so close. We did some pretty decent damage to their center torso, though. Look at that. Shredded their armor. Oh, man, if we could core this thing, that'd be amazing. Core it like a freaking apple. So unlike MechWarrior Online, where it's not as big of a deal to, like, care about where you're shooting them, as long as you take them down, in Battletech and in MechWarrior 5, it's way more important to think about that, because what you destroy is stuff that you're not going to get, right? So if they have a nice PPC mounted on their right arm, you blow up that right arm, you're really going to hurt your chances of getting that PPC. So it matters, and I really like that. So, yeah. So, okay, that mech still isn't active. That means there's another thing around here that's firing at us that we can't see. I'm going to guess it's a vehicle, because we've gotten single PPC shots, so it's probably a tank. If I had to guess,
What can I do for you?
if I was a betting man, I would say it's a tank. Alright, I would like to core you. It's not sexual, I promise.
Moving out.
I'm a mech sexual. I really like battle mechs. You think MechWarrior would benefit from giving you more stuff by leaving salvageable parts when you win? Do I think it would benefit as a game? No. I don't think so. MechWarrior Online isn't really made for that. I wish there was a mode or something. Like, I would love a game that was like a MechWarrior game where, oh sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles right on mic. Here, you want to hear this? It's ASMR. I'd love a MechWarrior game that was like, sort of like an MMO that worked like that, where you run your own mercenary company, but I have no idea how on earth you'd balance that, how you would make that work or happen. But it would be awesome. We're gonna go ahead and Alpha Strike you and just finish you off.
Firing everything I've got.
Come on. Ah. Oh, we crit its engine though. Standard engine crit.
Where that came from.
Pilot is unsettled. Would it still be cool if PvE? Well, that's essentially what MechWarrior 5 is going to be. So that's why I'm so excited. It's basically going to be... Oh, okay, they have a Jenner. Moving up that way. We have one too, so... Not to be outdone.
Need something.
Yeah, so MechWarrior 5, it's basically going to be... It's going to be that. It's going to be basically what we're playing right now, but first person. That's basically what MechWarrior 5 is like, a combination of this and MechWarrior Online. So, all right, we're gonna melee this Vulcan from here. So, to explain a little bit about why I'm doing this, I'm meleeing from the right because that's where he's got a lot of damage. So we're probably gonna knock off his arm, which is he's got a flamer on that arm, and plus, you know, the way that Battletech works, and it still works this way in this, it works this way in the tabletop as well. If you hit a part on the mech that's been destroyed, like if he has no right arm and I roll the die and it hits the right arm, it transfers in until it hits something that's there. And so as you shave parts off of a mech, it becomes easier and easier to kill them, basically. So, and we're also going to melee because we have a close combat weapon here, a small laser. So you'll see it's the only one that's highlighted here. That means it can fire with melee, which is awesome. Flamers, machine guns, small lasers, stuff like that can fire when you melee. So it makes them quite powerful. So let's go ahead and hit this thing. Boom. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, we knocked him over. See that? This is why I love this. I love Battletech. Oh, it's so good. So we knocked him down. Oh, wait, did we destroy him? Oh, yep, we sure did. Yep, cord. Look at that. Look at that. Knock over good for salvage. Well, here's the thing. So you can knock over a mech and it's still active. We just happened to core it there. I thought it was just a knockdown, but no, we actually killed it. I wasn't watching. But you can knock stuff down, and when stuff is knocked down, you can make called shots against it, which means you can have a greater chance of hitting certain parts. If you take down a mech without coring it, so if you take it down, so like I said, there's like 3 ways to kill a mech. Take out its legs. Doesn't work in the tabletop, but in the games it does. Take out the legs, take out the center torso, or take out the head, aka the cockpit. Taking out the head or the legs is the best for salvage, because then it leaves everything else important for you to get. But it's harder. Usually coring a mech is like the most common way of killing it. That being said, if you can core a mech without hitting all the outer parts, then that can also leave pretty good salvage. Just different kinds of salvage. Don't expect to get an engine or heat sinks and stuff like that if you core it, you know, that kind of thing. But, you know, you'll be decent on weapons, because very few mechs mount weapons in the head. All right, so this spider still hurting in the center torso. So I'd like to actually, ironically, I'd like to hit it from the front. If we were to melee you, so the melee has a good hit chance. The only downside to meleeing is that because this is with our tiny mech here. See? Or it's not our tiny mech. This is our Jenner. Wait, no. This is our Locust. Duh. I know how to read. It says right there. Because it's only a 20-ton mech, the melee is going to do way less damage. See, with our Vindicator, God, I'm getting all confused. With our Vindicator, when we melee, we did 45 damage because it's a bigger mech. We're only going to do 15 damage if we melee with the Locust. But still, it's an almost guaranteed, well, I say almost guaranteed, 84.4%, and then our small lasers also get to fire. Our medium lasers only have a 37% chance each. I don't know. Maybe it is better just to fire. Yeah, I think we're just going to move and shoot. Seems they should be making gamma cannons for killing pilots through the armor. Well, so interesting you mentioned that. So you're talking about killing them with radiation. Mechs run on what are they called? Fusion or fission? I can't remember. Engines, which generate a lot of radiation. But mechs are so heavily shielded against radiation for a number of reasons. First of all, because of that. And secondly, because mechs very commonly operate in conditions with no atmosphere. They operate on moons. Unfortunately, in this game, it's not shown, but mechs in the tabletop can fight underwater, and they can fight in space, which is really cool. Not very efficiently in space, mind you. Usually they're like mag-locked to like a ship or something. But, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, depending on what side you're on, gamma cannons would not be very effective. Because mechs and the pilots inside are so incredibly shielded against exactly that. So, let's see here. So we're gonna alpha strike. Come on. Ah, not quite. Not quite. The spider still stands. So what is this? Question mark. We have an unknown signature Ooh. We have an unknown signature way over here. This is a Jenner. I know what this is because I saw it run up there. And then I have no idea what this is.
What can I do for you?
All right, this spider needs to go down. Let's move our Jenner up here. Take this puppy out. Poor puppy. Why did I use that as an example? Turn off our SRM4. As you can see, we're building up heat with the Jenner. So again, one of the big things in Battletech is heat. These giant mechs are generating tons of it. And they can shut themselves down and all sorts of glorious stuff. As a matter of fact, it's possible. Ammo explosions are a thing in Battletech. So if you heat up too much, you can blow up your ammo reserves. Now, fortunately, that's my chair, not me, by the way. Fortunately, ammo explosions, not too risky for our Jenner because we only have one short-range missile launcher, but with mechs that are highly ballistic, it can be real bad. So we're going to fire 4 medium lasers. We hit with 1, center torso. Nice. Pilot is stressed, which is good. This thing is definitely holding up. Man, I'm gonna have to fix this camera problem. This is bugging the crap out of me. I have no idea why it's such a low frame rate. Maybe the light is freaking it out. I don't know. Okay, the spider is moving. And, okay, yeah. So, what they did there was they fired some flamers at my Centurion, which didn't really do much damage at all, but it did heat it up. So you can actually, I love this, you can actually see the heat effects in this. This is how much heat these mechs are generating. Look at the heat lines coming off this thing. Look at that. And that's at this much heat. Look, that's halfway to the red line. When mechs get really hot in this, I'm sure you'll get to see this, they actually start to glow red. You could cook eggs on this thing.
Waiting on you, Commander.
All right. This spider's gotta go. That's pretty good, but you've got a lot of evasion. And we still got one enemy yet to act, the Jenner. They're probably going to try to get a shot. I wonder if the Jenner's the thing with the PPC. That'd be weird. I don't see many Jenners with PPCs. You know what? We're going to have to move you anyway. So yeah, we'll do this. Gonna move our Locust up here and Alpha Strike this spider from the front and try to core this darn thing. Oh, you know what? I could have... that's okay. Oh, he's panicking. That's good. Very good. Alright. Come on, let's take this thing down. Jeez. Spider versus spider. Do we want to make a precision strike against you? That will up our chances to hit significantly. It will cost some of our resolve, but we can finally get rid of this thing. Let's do it. Is that enough? I think it's enough. Yep. Cord. Alright, 2 mechs down. And barely any damage on our own. That is good. We're doing good so far. First mission, going well. Don't want to jinx it, but, you know.
Yes, Commander.
We're going to go ahead and reserve. Let this other enemy unit... Oh, they're going to reserve back. Okay.
Orders.
Well, I'm not going to get in a reserve war with you, so...
Ready for orders.
We need to cool off our Centurion. It's running pretty hot. So I'm going to move up to here, which is in the forest.
Move order received.
Have some cover, at least 1 pip of evasion. And then we're going to go ahead and brace. So bracing is good. It is going to give us guarded, which is extra damage reduction, and stability damage reduction. That's something we haven't seen come into play yet, but this bar here underneath the heat is your stability bar. So as you take damage, not only are you taking armor and heat and stuff like that, you also have stability. And if if your stability gets damage gets too high, you can get knocked over, and that's not good. So, but we don't have any, so we don't have to worry about it. But we are going to brace because it's also going to allow us to cool down. All actions in Battletech generate heat. Moving, shooting, anything. The only thing that doesn't is like standing there and not doing anything. Okay, we're fine.
Minor damage, Commander.
Minor
Nothing
damage.
to see here.
Okay, we're good. All right. Rook, let's move up in our Vindicator, our Bognokus, as it were. We might actually use our jump jets here so we can get a good shot on you. Plus, this way you'll get to see jump jets. Watch this.
Excellent.
Whee! Yeah! Alright. That's going to generate a lot of heat for not a lot of good hit chance. Eh.
Firing on target.
Ooh! PPC hit, right leg destroyed. If you destroy a leg on a mech, it is a guaranteed knockdown. Boom. Pilot avoided the falling damage. That's okay. Oh, we were talking about ways to beat a mech. I actually left out one. Killing the pilot. It's one of the hardest ways to do it, but it is literally the best salvage because it means you didn't have to wreck the mech. You just took out the thing controlling it. So
I hear ya.
hard to do on purpose though. It's usually like just a series of like bad circumstances for the opponent. Usually how that happens. All right, our Jenner's running pretty hot, but we really want to take advantage of this Jenner here because we can get cold shots on it. So what we're gonna go ahead and do, let's see. That's not bad. It's not great either though. We move here, they can't see us, and we got 3 pips of evasion. Okay.
I read you, Commander.
I'm comfortable with that. How's the game audio, by the way? Is it quiet or good? Let's try to leg this thing. Do we want to use a precision strike on you? Yeah. Let's try to leg this puppy. Again, phrasing. Oh, close. He's only got 7 internal left on that leg.
You'll take it and like it.
That's great. Try to leg this Jenner. I'd love to run 2 Jenners in a lance.
I hear ya. Ready for orders.
Let's move you up. You're the next most likely to get like a good hit in here.
Affirmative.
Get this locust moved up. I love how this is walking speed for a locust. They're so fast, it's like, I just move you anywhere. It's the power of light mix.
Uh-huh.
We legged it. Yeah!
Should have run when you had the chance.
Nice, that's gonna be great for salvage. Our salvage rates aren't great on this mission, but, you know,
Receiving you.
is what it is. Alright, then we got another mech over here that we can't really see. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna move my spider up to here
Confirmed.
in cover. And, you know, a bunch of evasion, which is great. And then we're gonna go ahead and sensor lock this target. And that's actually gonna tell us what it is.
Got a lot.
It's an enforcer. Okay. That's interesting. So this is an enforcer. They can be kind of scary. This one's pretty scary. Oh, wow. 3 extended range medium lasers, 1 extended range small laser. That's what ER means, extended range. A Gauss rifle. A medium pulse laser. Oh, okay. This is going to be a tough fight.
Waiting for orders. What's up, boss?
It has no evasion right now. Which means that if we can get some hits in, that's gonna be a good thing. Oh! Okay. Okay, I'm happy with this. Alright, we're gonna move our Vindicator up to here. And then we have a 69.1% with our PPC and a 79.7% with our LRM5. So let's go ahead and do that. Nice. Ah, nice. Okay, we got some hits. Not gonna do a lot to it because this is a pretty heavy mech that we're dealing with here. It's a medium mech, but to us it's pretty heavy.
Orders.
What we've got to work with right now. Our two mediums are going to be pulling their weight here in this fight, this coming brawl, as it were. We don't have a lot of movement with our Centurion, so there's not going to be anywhere we can move it where we have a real clear line of sight. And we're going to be moving through rough terrain. That's fine. We're good on stability, so we'll go ahead and move them up there. All right. Let's fire. A couple of little hits with some LRMs. The thing about missiles in Battletech, they don't do a lot of damage. It's mostly about the range, the number of them you're firing, so you're guaranteed to get some. And also, in the actual Battletech game here, whoops, checking something here real quick. In the actual Battletech game here, one of the upsides is that you're also dealing stability damage. So here's another thing about initiative as well. We got 3 mechs on 4 initiative, which means they're all gonna act before this enforcer. So we've got some good opportunities here to deal some damage. I think we're gonna move you up to here, because I'm pretty sure that way they won't be able to hit you. We're gonna go ahead and sensor lock on you. It'll get rid of your 1 pip of evasion, and also act as a slight debuff.
I hear ya.
And then we're gonna go ahead and start wailing on you. That would be really risky, but potentially quite devastating to them. Don't know if that's a good idea or not. Almost certainly isn't, not with our Locust.
What can I do for you?
Alright, let's move our Jenner up. Gosh, our Jenner's running really hot right now. It's gonna heat it up. We can turn off the SRM4 to help with that a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Did some more damage to left and right torso there.
I hear ya.
Alright. Now we need to decide if we want to take this risk with the Locust. I don't think we do. I think we want to play it safe with the Locust because it's such a light mech. Yeah. We're gonna play it safe. We're fighting them on our terms right now. Let's keep it that way. Got a couple hits in with the medium lasers. We are dealing some decent armor damage. It's taking some time to chip away at it, but it's happening. So.
Standing by.
Okay, now we get one more action before they get to do anything. So let's choose. Let's see. That'd be pretty good. We've got our AC 10 going there, but also getting that shot with a PPC would be nice. But that's gonna put you at 1 evasion.
Receiving you.
Same with you, though. We can hit with more with you. Let's do this. Okay. Fire. Boom. Okay, actuator destroyed. That's excellent.
Reporting critical hit.
Alright. Jump jetting over here and firing at some of our units. Fortunately, we got them in forest. We've got units in forest.
Ready for order.
So they're pretty safe. Just where they are, which is good. Alright.
I copy.
Let's move our Vindicator up here. Okay, we could try to leg you. What is that gonna do to our 2-hit chance? Oh, we can't hit that side, right? We can't hit the other leg, though. Let's go ahead and do that. We can just work towards legging you. Yeah! Alright. I'm happy with that. Look at that. It's on internal on both legs. It's a pretty quick way to take this thing out. How are you doing on stability damage, actually? Okay, not that much. Oh, we're taking AC fire from over here. Probably another mech, possibly a vehicle.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Gosh, our Jenner is running hot. Look at this. Look at this. You can cook an egg on this thing. I love it. All right. We're gonna move you over to here. This is our spider. This is our mobile sensor lock mech, essentially. I'm gonna move you over here and get ourselves a sensor lock on this enforcer. It's gonna get rid of your only evasion. And you are not entrenched or anything. Guarded or entrenched. So, this is gonna be a good opportunity to attack you. So, do we know what weight class this mech is? It is a mech. That's all we know. Okay. Haven't seen it yet either, so... Ooh. Ooh. The heck? Sorry. Getting feedback through my left earpiece. That would be from my phone. Don't know why. It's so weird how it does that. If I get it close to my headset cable, it freaks out. Okay. It's like not even close. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh well. Oh well, a little bit of static, it's fine. Alright, you guys can't hear it, which is good, because it's quite obnoxious. Alright, so we're gonna need to cool down this Jenner. Or make an attack that is a little less hot. That's 5 pips of evasion. That's probably fine for the Locust. I have to be somewhat wary with the Locust, because one good Alpha Strike on this thing will take it down. It's very light. It's only 20 tons. Two inches is all I have to move the phone to make that sound stop. That is so bizarre. Okay, sorry. I was playing with that, being like, it's science. Okay. Okay, phone's plugged in. There we go. Okay, Enforcer, we need you to die. Okay, we can't afford a precision strike right now. That's okay. I'm mostly just trying to get to a place where I can fire with the Locust without feeling like I'm just sending it to its doom. So, yeah, we're gonna leg this thing. Some that's gonna be great because this Enforcer has a bunch of stuff we'd like. Like, for example, a Gauss rifle or extended range lasers. Yes, please. Yes, please to all of those things. All right, this Jenner is running very hot. I think we're actually going to fall back with the Jenner a little bit. I'm worried about the position that would put you in. That's probably fine. It's probably fine. We're in a forest, we got some pips, and we're going to go and brace. Engaging coolant flush, because hella hot. Alright, and it's straight back to us.
Yes,
Initiative 3. We don't know what initiative this mech is on, but it has acted this turn, so it's on... Actually, we do know it's on. It's on 4 in that case. Might have reserved down from 5, very unlikely. In fact, I don't think the AI can do that, because we have nothing on 5, so... let's see here. You've only got 1 pip, so I'd like to move one of you guys. Let's... Oh, I can't see you from there. It is actually still going to leave you at 1 evasion.
Commander. Standing by.
I guess it doesn't really matter. Pretty good hit chance, even though it's got partial cover. I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Go ahead and alpha strike this thing. We don't want to... Yeah. Yeah, we're fine with that. Ammo Gauss destroyed. No ammo explosion. Probably for the best. We don't want to hurt that thing if we can help it.
What's up, boss?
I really want to leg you. Yeah, we got enough ammo. Just fire the LRM-5. Oh! Down.
One less target.
Unfortunately, we did damage some components that we wanted, but we took it down. It's a pretty dangerous target, honestly, so probably for the best. And actually, I don't think I saw Gauss destroyed there? I'm not sure. That's the part we want. And those extended range lasers as well. Yeah, let's not move our Jenner. Let's move...
Waiting on you, Commander.
Let's move our Spider. Can we see? No, we don't have... We don't have them on sensor anymore. I'm going to move them down here, because that's almost certainly going to put them back on our sensors. Oh, sorry. That does minimize. Which is unfortunate. Wish it didn't. Sorry. I can't play on borderless, which is really annoying. It absolutely destroys my my frame rate. With this mod specifically. Not sure what that's about. Alright, we're going to sensor lock you and figure out what the hell you are. You're a Stinger. Oh, okay. This is not going to be an issue. I mean, Stingers are awesome. I actually just got a Stinger in MechWarrior Online. Just for funsies. Just for funsies. I painted it up all white and red, like, shoot me!
I hear ya.
Alright, let's hit you hard. We'll start moving down this way. If we can get the Jenner in the water, that's going to be good for our heat sinks. Which is great because our Jenner runs really hot. Alright, just our medium lasers here. So we're not expecting to hit with anything. Yeah. That's okay.
Hey, stay in the crosshairs.
Alright, oh, we do have something else uncensored now.
I hear ya.
Wow, yeah, our chances of doing anything meaningful with you are going to be pretty slim. We can move up, but honestly, I don't know how good of an idea that is. Alright, you do have AMS, so we don't really want to use a lot of missiles on you. Medium laser flamer. Yeah, we're just going to move up to here. We're not going to be able to do a lot with you this turn, but just play defensively. For the most part. Maybe draw some fire. Carefully. Oh! Actually did manage to hit with one of those. Alright, now let's see if that other sensor ping moves up. Alright, it is another mech. Gosh, a lot of mechs. No vehicles in this one. It's a flea. Okay. I'm okay with that. A flea with a large laser. Hello. That's what that is. Red is small laser, green is medium laser, and blue is large laser.
Orders.
Unless it's clan lasers, then it changes a little bit. Clan mediums are yellow, aren't they? Trying to remember all the colors for those. We can also sprint up. Should be great for our evasion and would move us up closer. 4 pips. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Let's get our Centurion up there. Let's brawl a little. Let's brawl. Nice. All right. So you do have AMS. I have so much ammo with the LRM that I don't even care though. That's fine. 7 from 10 hit. Okay. Yeah. We have so much ammo with all of our ballistic and missile weapons at this point that we could fire them every single turn until the end of this mission and still have ammo. So we're just gonna fire. Alpha strike. Let's not move you through the rough terrain. Let's move you... Again, sprinting just to kind of get these guys moved up a little bit. Less of a brawler with that PPC, but having you a little bit closer is going to be helpful. Yeah, alright. So the AMS is on your right arm. Not really aiming for anywhere specific yet, though, so... Ooh! Wow, the left side of that mech is just completely wrecked. That's amazing. Yeah, look at that. Left torso, left arm, and left leg all destroyed. Do you have anything mounted in there? Jump jets. Oh, you're not going to be jumping anymore. And stay down. So we can probably leg them. Does AMS function when a mech is knocked down?
Let's hit him hard.
I actually don't know.
What can I do for you?
Alright, so who hasn't acted yet? You haven't acted. The flea. Large laser. That's crazy. Flea with a large laser.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Oh, that is actually a canon variant, isn't it?
What can I do for you?
Okay. So you haven't acted yet. You know what I'm actually going to do? We're going to reserve.
Aye, aye.
Now, what we could have done is we could have acted right now, and we could have gotten an extra called shot on the Stinger. I don't think we're going to need more than one. So what we're going to do is we're going to reserve. We're going to force the flea to move, and then possibly move something up closer for a better called shot. Yeah, I think this is a good call. That large laser is a little bit scary to my Locust, because that thing could really do some damage.
Ready for orders.
Ready for...
Alright, who's going to be most qualified to do this?
Commander.
Possibly the Jenner. It's not really. We can move you straight up to here. That'll put you in the water. Yeah, I think probably our Jenner. Everything else, evasion-wise, is good.
I hear ya.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and do that with our Jenner. The flea is already moved, so we don't have to worry about it running around into the water and flanking us or anything. Ooh, from that camera angle, not so great. It's a floating mech. All right. Turn on SRM4, target the other leg, and fire.
Commencing Alpha strike.
Okay. Could have been better, could have been worse. It's gonna stand up. He's panicked, so not gonna be that efficient at doing anything. And it's gonna run, gonna limp, more like. Limp away from me, fool! Try and run,
What's up?
coward! Alright,
I hear ya.
let's see here. Let's see, we're gonna be hitting you from the rear. That's not too bad. You got really bad
Waiting for orders.
armor there, so it's fine by me. And then we have another thing over here. Jeez.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Alright. The other option is doing this. Which is probably not the greatest idea.
Yes, Commander.
Now we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait and see if they with them and see if they move up. Actually, we're gonna wait with everybody.
Waiting for the shot.
Let's go and see what that initiative 3 enemy does. What are you and where are you going? I wonder if that's the... No, I guess it wouldn't be. This is probably the support lance we're dealing with now. Alright, it is moving. Oh, moved off that way. Got some AC fire here. Very long range AC fire. Trying to hit a locust at that range in a forest with 5 evasion pips. Good luck.
Waiting for orders.
Receiving you.
Our Centurion is actually running pretty hot.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, we're still gonna save our spider, I think. Do we feel comfortable doing this? I think we probably do. Yeah.
Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
Just a little pet peeve of mine is that the mod makes it so that you can sprint and still fire, tabletop style, but they still have the dialogue from the original Battletech game where it's like, got it, all running, no shooting, and it's like, we're gonna be shooting, man. Cool your jets. Alright, Alpha Strike.
All weapons are go.
Boom! It's down.
You're dead.
Waiting for orders.
Hey there.
Love it. Okay. Right here. That way it's not a cover shot. I don't have any cover, but that also means that I'm not firing out of it, which would give me a little bit of a penalty. Oh, it's not going to be a good shot though, is it? It's still good enough for me to take it. We're still going to lose net heat, so I think we hit with one missile.
Yes, Commander.
It's fine. Alright, what I should have done is acted with my spider and sensor locked first. But what we're going to do is we're going to... That's a terrible idea. We're not going to do that. We're going to move up to here, into cover, get a good number of evasive pips. Some pips. And then we are going to sensor lock you, which is what we should have done before. That's fine. Alright, then with you. Okay, we'll do this. Sprinting, not good for our heat, but let's run hot. Let's run hot. Let's do it.
Affirmative.
Missed with the AC, got a couple laser hits, a couple of missile hits. Structure exposed, which is good. Just on the leg. It's just a flea. It's not going to take too much to take out. Do we want to do this? Maybe. I don't know what's over there, but it did look like it was running away, so... We move here, we get 4 pips of evasion, and we can just get a direct attack in on that. But then they'll probably move around my back and flank my locust, which I don't want.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Could attack with you.
What can I do for you?
I'd rather save you. We move so we're still in the water. Yeah, let's do that with the Jenner.
No need to tell me twice.
That way we're running a little bit cooler. And turn off the SRM-4.
Roger that. Firing on target.
Hit with 1 laser. It's not bad. Did that also hit the left leg? Just curious here. No, it did not. That's the right leg, excuse me. Duh. Okay, that's the flea moving. Where are you going? No joy. Okay.
I hear ya.
I'll move up to here and sensor lock you, because that's too many evasion pips for me to want to deal with. I'll take you down to 3 there.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Alright, let's get some hits in. Let's brawl. 20-ton mech versus 20-ton mech. It's like a tiny little mech slap fight. I've got to go run an errand. Maybe I'll be back before stream end. Okay, cool. I'll see you, man. Yeah, if you get back, let me know. Love having you here, dude. And maybe that was a hit? Yeah, okay. Leg almost down. Now we're waiting on you. Oh, okay.
Receiving you.
Receiving you.
Okay, so at this range, the Vindicator is not going to be as good. Unfortunately. More of a longer range fighter. Oh, that's actually not awful. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do this. Oh, we hit with the PPC. Very nice. Stressed. Yeah, I would be too. What are you going to do? Moving up. More AC fire. Not a very good shooter, are you?
Commander.
Alright, let's see. Centurion, we're going to move you... Doesn't particularly matter.
On my way.
Short range move here for the sake of our heat. Oh, and that's the alert there that we would overheat if we did that. We are not going to do that. We're going to toggle off one medium laser to make sure that we don't. Boom! Alright, Cord flees down. So what does it say on the 50%? So there's 2 more mechs that are part of the local government support lance. Fortunately, they've been coming at us like one at a time.
I hear ya. Waiting on you, Commander.
Which is good for us. Alright.
Orders.
I still don't know what you are.
Need something, Chief?
Let's see if we can force them to move. Hopefully they won't also reserve. Fingers crossed. It's moving back and around this way. That might be a vehicle.
Ready for orders.
Doesn't really matter too much either way. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a nice little sensor lock. My chair is so squeaky right now. Let's go ahead and jump jet you over here.
Roger.
Long range jump. We'll go ahead and sensor lock, and yep, it is a vehicle. It's a Condor.
I've got a sensor lock.
So we'll go ahead and take a closer look at this thing because the vehicles are pretty cool in the Battletech universe. This one's not in good lighting, but it is a tank. It's armed with 2 machine guns and 2 AC-2s. Precision AC-2s. Interesting.
Standing by.
How many tons? 50, it's a 50-ton tank, so this thing's not going to be easy to take down.
Good to go.
Well, I say that.
I hear ya.
We won't have too much trouble.
What's up, boss?
Alright, we can move and act freely here because no other enemies are on the initiative that we can see currently. So we're going to go ahead and sprint our Vindicator up here. We can have a pretty light chance of hitting here, but we got long-range weapons, so might as well just take the shots. A couple of missile hits on the front armor.
Orders.
We've got our Centurion here. We're going to go ahead and take this as an opportunity to lose some heat. So we're going to move down to here. Our chances to hit are pretty slim, so we're just going to go ahead and brace and lose a bunch of our heat.
Waiting on you, Commander.
And we got our Jenner and our Locust. Locust has a really bad chance of hitting there. Grr. That is annoying, isn't it? I think I'll sprint around to here.
Pedal to the metal.
It is a scout mech after all. I'm gonna hit space to speed that up a little bit. Pretty low chance of hitting.
Right, Commander.
Oh, we did get one little hit in though. Peck away at this thing with our light mech.
For ya.
Oh, and there's the other target. Move up, unfortunately out of the water, but our Jenner wasn't enjoying the bath. That's for sure. We got a ton of resolve. Let's go ahead and use a precision strike. Hit your right side if we can. We'll fire with everything.
Take this.
All right, we got some hits in. Very nice.
Show 'em what you've got.
Enemy turn. Yee. Okay.
Waiting on you.
My
Commander.
chair. So squeaky.
What can I do for you?
Alright, so that's another vehicle. Right there. It's a Scorpion with an AC-5 and a machine gun. Alright. Oh man, this has been a long and grueling fight. Alright, I am going to take a quick break to stretch my legs, use the restroom, get a glass of water. It's been about 2 hours now. So the stream is going to continue on. So I recommend to everybody watching that you do the same. Always remember to stretch your legs. Don't get any blood clots in there. But we are going to continue. So please stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and put us over to the Be Right Back screen, and I'll be back momentarily. One moment. Run-da-da-da. I am back. Bam. Bam. How's it going, everybody? I hate how it clears chat box. Ah, it's so annoying. I bet if I turned on chat box on this screen, I bet you that would fix that. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I have no idea. Hopefully. That's something I'll have to play around with. I also got a snack! They're like these really light Rice Krispie treats. And they got blueberries in them. I love blueberries. So you just have to put up with this crinkling for a minute. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I hear ya.
Let's see.
What can I do for you?
I want to be really careful with our locust here.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Yeah, we're going to continue to use you as our dedicated sensor lock mech. Boom.
Got a lock.
Okay, sensor's still impaired.
I hear ya.
What
can I do for you?
Jenner still running hot. Huh, what's new? Ooh, that's a dangerous move right there. I do not like that. Is there a place where I can go where everybody knows my name? Is there a place I can go where I can hit you with the other? No, there isn't, unfortunately. Okay, we're gonna do that. That's actually not that bad. Cover good evasion pips and we can hit it on its right side. Alright, not bad. Pecking away at its armor there. Not good defensively, what we're doing right now, but they do say the best defense is a good offense, so. If I can take one of these down, I'm not too worried about the fire from just one.
Standing by.
What's up, boss?
Ready for orders.
Can't get a good shot on it from the right side.
Double time. Let's
But
go.
we can move our Vindicator up. Alright, sorry. We're done with the crunching now.
Engage target.
Looked a lot better on paper than it actually turned out to be. Ain't that always the truth?
Roger, full speed.
Let's get our Centurion there.
Firing.
Gonna hit the front armor, unfortunately. Some hits on the right. Alright, so you're the one that's going to be acting. back up. Ooh, still missing. Ooh. They have not hit once with those ACs. They're precision ACs and they haven't hit once.
Waiting on you, Commander.
That's funny. We could melee you. Ooh, that's actually a really good idea, actually. Actually. So it's going to lose us a lot of heat, and it's basically guaranteed. Yeah, let's do that. I say basically guaranteed.
This is gonna be good.
Come on. Nice. Oh, it hit the right side. Unexpected. Hover propulsion destroyed. That's good, though. Scorpion.
I hear ya. Receiving you. Standing by.
So you've already acted. So I can move with you without having to worry too terribly much. We're going to melee you as well. Why is that going to hit its rear... What? That is not going to hit its rear arc. Wait. Unless I misunderstood about how... some way about how it moved. I think I did. I think it actually turned around. Very odd. Okay. Slight misunderstanding on my part about what the hell was going on there. But hey, I'll take advantage of it. Vehicle destroyed, finally. Alright, now we just got a Scorpion to worry about. That'll be the last of the support lance. And then we just have the Diplomat to take out. That'll be our first mission complete. There are ways to speed this up, but I'm not doing it to be fast. I'm doing it to be interesting. And fun. Which is the point of games. Don't forget. I'm thinking after our first mission here, I'm going to switch over to MechWarrior Online for a little bit. Have some fun there. Alright, we're going to do a precision strike. We just have tons of resolve. So... yeah, we'll just aim for the side armor here. Nice. Nice! Structure exposed. Track propulsion crit. Excellent.
That is something good.
Commander.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Yeah, we're gonna sprint up to here with our Centurion. Again, building up a lot of heat, but we're doing fine. We're fine. We could actually do another precision strike if we want to. Let's do it. Alpha strike. Vehicle destroyed. Overkill. Alright, that is the support lance down.
Let's go.
So, now we just need to find where this Diplomat is. Seriously. If we click, it should tell us... Alright, over this way. Over yonder, we shall travel. Let's do so. Not really too concerned about positioning until we actually know what they're in, what they're using, etc. At which point, we will reevaluate the situation. And I am going to be hitting spacebar to speed all this up, just because we're not in combat. It's not particularly interesting. Usually I don't. So I like watching giant mechs stomp around. Okay. Okay, we've got you on sensor now.
Good to go.
Which is excellent. Sprint up with our Centurion here. Lose a little bit of heat. And do the same with our Vindicator. Okay. Now let's go ahead and figure out what you are. Now we're going to go ahead and do that with our Spider. Oh, we can actually just see you now. You're a crab. Uh-oh. It's another medium mech. Crabs are really cool. 2 large lasers. Yeah. You're going to be a fun one. You're not in cover, So this sensor lock is going to be pretty devastating for you, because that's all you had defensively was that evasion. So let's take full advantage of it and get some hits on you, if we can. Oh, it's such a risky move, though. With those large lasers, that is such a thing. Okay, those count as water for some reason. That's cool. It's a little glitchy sometimes. Alright, and we will use a precision strike to increase our chances of hitting. And why not?
Target damaged. Concentrate your fire and bring it down.
Yes, sir. You have a lot of pips of evasion, so we're actually going to reserve you. We might reserve you past them and just see what they do. These guys we're not going to be reserving. These guys we're going to be moving straight away. Because we need to, yeah, we need to get you in range so we can actually start hitting you with our snipers. Our two heavy hitters, if you will. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, got some good missile hits there. Don't really care what our hit chances are, just need to get you moved up. Good enough. Alright, and then we are going to... Do we want to move you in? I think, you know what, we're going to play it safe with the Locust. We really don't want to lose any mechs. So we're going to maneuver the Locust into a forest here, and we're just going to brace. That'll be fine. And then we'll see what this crab does. So this is the government diplomat. Got his nice own personal mech. You can see this thing is not in the same kind of disrepair that all the other mechs have been in so far. Ow. All right. We need to be careful and or display our left side of our Jenner here. All right, let's go ahead and jump jet somewhere safe. We could actually jump jet to here if we wanted to. Hell, let's do it. It's gonna make us pretty evasive. Ah, no hits. Darn. Using a sensor lock was not going to be as worth it, though. So, I don't regret it. No regrets. If we do jump, I don't know if we want to jump. Ooh, God, we do. Yeah, we absolutely want to jump. Okay. I don't think we're going to be attacking with the Jenner this turn. I think we're going to be jumping somewhere safer with the Jenner this turn. And then cooling off a little. I'm gonna play it safe there. Alright, and with our Locust, we're gonna reserve over. Alright, where are you going? Ow! Stop it! I thought it was safe with our Jenner. Apparently not. Alright.
Receiving you.
How dare you?
Yes, Commander.
Alright, let's get our big heavy hitters moved up here. See, they are inspired, so we're going to be hitting them a little better now. Come on. Yeah, right in the left arm. That's where the heavy lasers or the large lasers are, correct? Yes. Perfect.
Yes, Commander.
Then we're hitting them exactly where we want to, which is perfect. And our Centurion here. Fire!
On it.
Alright, lucking out with these hits here, which is good. We're also dealing a decent amount of stability damage, I just realized.
On my way.
Like to be kind of careful with our Locust here.
Systems recycling for another shot.
Ooh. Not sure what that sound was.
Commander,
Jeez.
what can I do for you?
Well, that was a thing. Alright. We're gonna move you over here. Welcome back, Bash. Good to have you back. We're almost done with the first mission. I've been taking it slow. I'm thinking once we're done with this mission, I'm probably gonna switch over to MechWarrior Online. Also, I took a little bit of a quick break, so that's another reason why we're still on this mission. Okay. Oh, that's not awful. That's potentially very dangerous. Let's do it. Let's hit him hard and fast. Okay. All the best. Probably not worth the risk there. We'll see. Let's see here. Do we want to... We're gonna jump over here. Get a little bit of evasion going. I think we'll just fire for now. It's got bulwark, but we're racking up the stability damage. Alright, those large lasers are gonna hurt. But you're not gonna move. Ow, please tell me that hit. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're still good with our Jenner. Excellent. Gosh, that pilot has some good gunnery skill. Finally, something that's actually a bit of a challenge on this mission.
Standing by.
Can't move enough with a normal walk to generate any evasion. Not that I don't think the crab's going to be targeting my medium mechs anyway, so. But still would like to be careful with my most valuable mechs. Alright, arms almost taken out. We really want to take out those arms, because that's where the large lasers are in this thing.
Copy that. Full speed.
Those are really dangerous. So I would like to take them out. Let's see here. We don't want to use that because we're still getting our resolve bonus. So we'll just go ahead and fire. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and fire. Oh, that's a hit. That's a hit.
Waiting for orders.
Move around the back and get some hits, but back armor hasn't really taken any damage yet. No.
What can I do for you?
Hard to say. I really want to take out
Need to tell me twice.
those large lasers if I can.
Firing everything I've got.
Any joy?
Good to go.
We gotta be careful with our Jenner. Very careful. Alright, let's move you up here. We're actually fighting using our spider now. It's not just a mobile sensor lock mech anymore. Not at the moment anyway.
All weapons. Go.
Alright. Very close.
Commander?
Do I want to attack with my Jenner or do I want to be more cautious with you? We want to be more cautious, yeah. Your center torso is so heavily damaged that we need to... Yeah. We're going to jump somewhere where you don't have line of sight on us. And just in case you do get line of sight on us, we're going to brace so we take less damage. Fingers crossed. Is moving. Oh. Attacking our Centurion. Got some heavy hits in there, but we got lots of armor on the Centurion, so we're not really worried there. And I don't even think we're gonna move. I think we're just gonna stand here so we have maximum chance to hit. We can even afford, if we want to.
Good to go.
Waiting for orders.
Let's attack with you first.
I copy.
It's like a center torso hit. Oh, large laser crit. Yes. Very nice. Okay, that's good.
Good to go.
And then we're gonna go ahead and use a precision strike and aim for that bloody arm.
All weapons are go.
Boom! Left arm destroyed. All right, all of a sudden this crab is way less of a threat than it was.
Waiting for orders.
All right, we are gonna move behind you so that we can avoid your damage resistance.
Affirmative.
Still risky moving the locust like this, but we gotta take this thing out before it has too many more chances to hit us. Gotta take some risks. All right, that's not bad.
Good to go.
All right,
Position confirmed.
pretty decent positioning here with our lighter mechs, at least. Hitting him at this point is not the tough part. Unsettled, that's good.
Waiting for orders.
You're outnumbered 5-1. All right. All right, Jenner, what do we do with you? I'm still really nervous because you have so much damage. Yeah, we're still gonna play it safe with you.
Receiving you.
We're gonna do another precision. Well, actually, before we do that, let's shoot with you first. Yeah, just straight up.
Locking on.
Boom. Another hit with the PPC,
What's
and
up,
then we're gonna
Bob?
use a precision strike with you. Aim for the right torso. If we manage to destroy it, we'll take out its right arm as well. Don't think we're going to. Very close. Did stress him out though. That's good. Alright, let's see what this crab does. Also, a lot of stability damage on this thing. Yeah, keep shooting at my mechs that have armor. Thank you. Woo!
Give him everything you've got.
I hear ya.
Straight in the back.
Right, Commander.
If you're wondering why I'm attacking from the back, this enemy has bulwark right now. So what that means is they're going to take they're less damage from the front and from the sides. But from the rear, they get no such buff, no such bonus. Boom, left torso destroyed. Pilot injured.
Yeah. Critical hit.
Very good.
Receiving you.
All right, let's hit him some more.
Confirmed. Firing.
Panicked. Yes!
Waiting for orders.
It's not like the back has assumed the hard part to attack. Let's see. I'm still so nervous about moving you into any kind of position where you can get shot at. No, we're going to continue playing it safe with the Jenner. Jenner has taken a lot of damage to its center torso, so... Where's the crab going? Higher ground. Ow, okay, our Centurion is taking quite a bit of fire here. Still holding up on the armor, though, so the shots are being spread out quite nicely. Armor is cheap and easy to repair in the Battletech universe, so we're not too concerned about that.
Waiting for orders.
We're just going to move up a little bit.
Received. All right, let's do
Nice, another hit. Another PPC hit. Still panicked, sensors impaired, which means the chances of them hitting us just went down severely,
On the
which is
move.
very good for us. Move the Centurion up. And open fire.
That.
Nice, got some more hits in there.
Commander, what can I do for you?
More rear hits, Locust. More rear hits. Let's take down this crab.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
Anything? Gyro crit. That's good. That's gonna hurt its stability recovery. Oh! Head destroyed. Oh! Bam! Mission successful.
Successful.
We took down the target. Yeah! Good for us. Ooh, the stretching. Okay. Got some increases in pay because of our secondary objectives being completed. So 251k, not too bad. The Compelling Confederation likes us a little more. Mercenary Board Review also went up. We did take a little bit of damage. Shouldn't be too bad to repair though. Most of it was surface damage. Our Jenner is probably going to have to go in for repair though. So wow, look at all the salvage that we're not going to get. So what this means is we get to pick one of these to have as guaranteed salvage, and then the rest of it's going to be semi-randomly assigned. It tends to like to give you more expensive stuff. By the way, you got enough clout that we got the ability to downgrade stream for when it is useful. I was downloading something big though, not anymore. Oh, so you can download. Oh, okay, you can downgrade the stream. Okay, I did not know that. That's cool. Neat. That means I can up my bitrate now, and people can choose. I'll do that next stream for sure, or maybe I'll do that in between. See if I can handle MechWarrior Online with 60 FPS. Okay. What do we want? What do we want to guarantee ourselves? Probably just a piece of crab salvage. And a machine gun, some heat sinks. Ugh, salvage was terrible. Awful salvage. Oh well. Could have been better, could have been worse. While I'm loading there, see what's happening here. I don't know what that's about. Sorry. And we're back. All right. So yeah, we're definitely going to need to repair some stuff here. The Jenner, in particular. Okay, it's not too bad. 3 days, 16,800. Yeah, we good. Excellent. And the rest was just surface damage, which is all repaired instantly and very, very, very cheaply. So that's awesome. So that is our first mission complete. So we're going to go ahead and save. And we're going to go ahead and quit. And we're going to go and swap games for a while. We are going to swap over to, I'm thinking, MechWarrior Online for a little while. Because why not? Definitely what I feel like playing. That is for sure. I'm going to see if... No, they're not live right now. Really? Weird. Surprising. Surprising. Oh well. Alright, so we're going to switch over to MechWarrior Online for a little while. Whilst I am doing that... I'll go ahead and leave that open. Well, now we can just switch over to here. To stream start plans. Bam! So that Poples can't see my screen. Don't stream snipe me, please. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get that booted up and go in there. Get logged in, and then we will see about playing some MechWarrior Online. I'm gonna mute this real quick.
Achieved with CryEngine.
Jesus, I apologize for that. I don't know why that was so loud. Ugh. Right. And we getting all logged in. And switch back over to an overlay stream. Bam. That gave me nostalgia for the PS1. It kind of has that sound, doesn't it? Like that console boot up sound that you associate with like, I know exactly what you mean. All right, oh, right, I have to update my stream info. I don't have to update any of that because that all fits. We can just swap it over to MechWarrior Online. I have to change some of the tags though. Oh, those tags are enough. Switching over to MechWarrior Online. Bam. And MechWarrior Online. Wha-bam. Yeah. Yeah. So, let's see. Oh, I didn't skill with my hunchback yet. I should do that. Actually, I need to figure out what I want to do with my hunchback. I did customize it a little bit, but I haven't changed much outside of its like standard stuff. I'm not really sure. I changed up its laser setup a little bit. I really want to keep the AC-20. I don't really have any mechs that are like mounting a huge AC-20. It's just like that. It's quite cool. So I think we are just going to purchase some SP here, just enough for one. That's fine. And we're really going into survival here because this thing is hit quite quickly. Even as a sniper. And the AC-20, range-wise, you know, it's not perfect. But yeah. Alright. Need to get some mechs going on here. Mechs. Beautiful mechs. It's weird. Sorry. My phone is doing some weird stuff. It's very strange. And it's still doing that interference thing where if like it gets anywhere close to that cable, it occurs to me you might grow the channel tomorrow. I mean maybe. Who knows? I'm down with whatever. You know, like if people start watching, that's awesome. But you know, I'm streaming with my friends. That makes me happy. Really, that is why I'm doing this. So, I mean, growing it is definitely something I want to do because that means, you know, growing this little community where people can hang out and chat and play games. And eventually, if it gets big enough, I really want to do stream events like where we get a whole bunch of people from the stream and play together. And I mean, it depends on what game I'm streaming as well. Like with some, you know, we'll get like 9 or 10 viewers, which is pretty high for me. And then other times, you know, it'll be kind of small, you know, like 3-4 viewers. Kind of depends on what we're doing. But yeah, there will be a lot of people streaming MechWarrior 5 tomorrow for sure. So we'll see. I hope so. That'd be really cool. Really, it's less about, this is what I've discovered when it comes to growing the channel. It's less about what game you play, and it's more about it's really the thing that has helped grow the channel more than anything is word of mouth. Telling friends that I'm streaming, being a part of Discord servers that have a self-promotion section is that like really helps. All of that like really genuinely helps. So really, I think the next big step that's going to help is like telling people that are watching to like tell their friends. So hey, I'll go ahead and do that. Hey, if you have any friends watching, or if you're watching and you have any friends that you think might enjoy like a casual little stream that plays various sci-fi and chilled out strategy games and all sorts of stuff like that, let them know about the channel. Because they might like it. And if they like it, they might watch. And if they watch, that'd be awesome. And then if they tell their friends, you know, it cascades from there. Avalanches from there. So I don't want it to avalanche too much. But I mean, yeah. I've gotten my other friend to follow. Oh, cool. Thank you very much. Alrighty. Let's get out there. I like how the hunchback like has a ton of swagger when it walks. It's like, yeah, oh yeah. It's got that little bit of that torso swing to it. I love it. I also love how it's like in the hunchback, it's like look out the left. Ah, is it look out the right? Oh, I can't see anything. Got the giant AC-20 mounted there. I think more than anything, like we were comparing it to tank combat, like about a week ago when I was streaming this, and it's like I think more than anything, mechs like the hunchback armed with a single AC-20. It's like this is like tank combat. It's got one giant gun that it primarily uses to deal out its damage. We also have 3 medium lasers, but it's no secret that the AC-20. Ow, my head is itchy. The AC-20 is going to be the major damage dealer here for sure.
Target acquired.
Turn up my volume here on my side. Hear it a little better. Alrighty. We got some mechs in F7 or F8 because they did get a little bit of cap there.
New target acquired.
A flea? We were just fighting those in the other game, in Battletech. I really don't want to get hit from the side here with no one else here to help, so I'm gonna back up a little bit. Oh, just saw something move past there. What do we got? Oh, Jesus. Speaking of which, that was a lot of damage to our legs. Oh, okay, it came from that way. That's very strange. Of all the places it could have hit, I was thinking, not the legs. Alright, I'm gonna stick around this Annihilator here. Taking a lot of missile fire, though. Oh, dear God. How you doing? Hit it with a couple times with the AC-20. Come on, let's get that Mad Cat. Boom. I love the AC-20. It's so satisfying to fire it. That reminds me, they just released a Jesus game. Yeah, I saw that. It'll never be as good as that one. I cannot remember the name of that game. It was such a meme for a while, but it was very poorly made, and it was sort of like no one ever figured out if it was supposed to be serious or a joke. Jesus Christ RPG, I think that was it. God, I don't think I've ever laughed quite as hard at a game before. Not maliciously, just like that game was so, I think based on what I know, probably unintentionally, but it was very unintentionally funny. A lot of games, ooh, don't run into me, please, Sun Spider. Man, we are actually decimating here.
New target acquired.
Oh, center torso, getting hurt.
New target acquired.
Ooh, narrowly missed him with that one. Yeah, your center torso. That is a Black Knight. You don't see them very often. They are very cool. That's like the next mech I really want to buy is a Black Knight. They're super cool. So many lasers. So many memories of overheating in one in MechWarrior 4.
Ammo at 25%.
How you doing? I hit that flea really hard. Ow! Woo!
New target acquired.
That's the Cyclops. Let's hit that now. Got a lot of damage on his right side. Got a lot of armor damage. We're doing pretty good on internals right now.
New target acquired. Autocannon ammo depleted.
Autocannon ammo. It's the one downside to it.
New target acquired. Critical damage.
Alright, you're down. Ow! Oh, my legs! Oh, my legs! Oh boy, we are not doing so hot right there. Woohoo!
Center torso.
Everybody's focusing fire on the Hunchback.
Arm destroyed.
Why do you hate the Hunchback so?
Destroyed. Target acquired.
I don't care too much. I think we've definitely got this one in the bag. 9 to 5. But yeah, I'd prefer to live to see the end of it. Uh-oh. 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 Ooh, that was close. Yeah, we are missing an arm. Oh!
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Come here, flea. Oh, don't run into me. You're gonna blow me up. Alright, this flea could very easily take us out, so let's be careful.
Target
What was that
destroyed.
flea armed with? That was a lot of ballistics coming out of a flea. Which is just funny to say out loud.
Target
You know?
acquired.
It's one of those things. That flea was packing a lot of firepower. Oh no, can't lock on, might have to aim. No. Nee. Ooh. I almost broke my own rule there. Is the Vulture in MechWarrior Online? I can't remember.
Target
I'm
spotted.
gonna have to check that.
Target destroyed. New target.
This is the
acquired.
last enemy standing. It could very well take us out if we're not careful. But it's also very close to going down.
Target destroyed.
And it's down. Boom! Good start to MechWarrior Online today.
Command is happy to hear of your success and achievement.
That is a victory! The stretching. Yeah. Stomping and blowing up. Grats. Thank you. That was a fun match. We were very close to dying there. Let's switch over to a different sniper mech. Let's see. You know what? Mediums are what are needed right now. Let's go with one of my favorites. Can never go wrong with the Bushwhacker. I've noticed there's a lot of people playing MechWarrior Online lately. Everybody's excited. Where do we want to go? Let's do Skirmish. I don't really want to do any of these. I guess Canyon Network. Rubelite Oasis used to be one of my least favorite maps. They're warming up like you. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't decide if I want to play with my HOTAS on day one or if I want to go mouse keyboard for a while and then eventually switch over to the HOTAS. Not sure. Probably mouse and keyboard at first. Till I really lock in, and then I'll switch over to the HOTAS at some point. The HOTAS is going to be a must once they release VR support, so. Which they did say they're planning on releasing post release, so along with ray tracing support and everything for people that have RTX cards. So that's gonna be cool. I don't have one. I have a 1080. Not even a TI, just a 1080. But it's so expensive to upgrade. And honestly, if I could upgrade, I don't even think I would get a 2000 series. I think I would just get another 1080 and just SLI. I know that's like a minimal performance increase, but the good thing about SLIing with what I'm doing is I can set one card for the game, and I can just have the other card dedicated to encoding for like the stream, which is amazing. Would love to do that. But I'm poor, so I have no money. I has no money.
Reactor online.
The heritage.
Sensors online.
All right, let's do this.
Online.
Ooh, good lord!
Nominal.
Look at this. Look at this right here. It's like a modern art piece. This catapult. All mad. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's neat. So we are in our bushwhacker. Just if you get enough followers, you can write it off as a business expense. Funny thing, I don't know. It kind of depends, but like, I wonder if I can climb this. I have the improved climbing skill. I might be able to. Bushwhacker. Yeah, if I hit it just right. What I was gonna say is, actually, probably, from what I've heard, for more smaller streamers, once you start making money, it's better to actually claim all your earnings as a hobby, which apparently you can do, and that means it'll get taxed less. But if you're making like over 10,000 a year from it, then it, I think, is the number. Don't quote me on any of that. Then it becomes a business. I have a. Oh, please don't hit me. I have a business, so
Acquired.
I could claim it as such, but yeah, kind of depends on how I'm wanting to do things. I mean, there's really not a whole lot of a point to thinking about it right now. You know, I'm still averaging between 3 and 10 viewers on any given stream, so. But you know, maybe eventually, that'd be really cool. It would be very neat. I'm pretty much stuck down here, I think, unless I can climb up this way. One thing I do need to do is I need to start uploading my VODs to a YouTube channel.
New target acquired.
Got an Ebon Jaguar there doing some snapping. Yes, yeah, for sure. I've heard that that's a really good way to get more viewers as well. Oop.
Target spotted.
Little piranha over there. Moving around to flank. Exactly what he's doing.
Artillery strike online.
Also nearly free content. Yeah.
Target spotted.
Yeah, there's a lot of pros to it and not a lot of cons. So
Target spotted.
I don't know what this guy is playing at. We're not playing caps, so I have no idea. He's trying to get me to waste ammo? I don't know. Come on, Piranha, what the hell are you doing? Get back here. You want to play this game?
Target spotted.
Artillery strike online.
Target spotted.
Oh, that's what you're trying to do.
Warning, incoming missile.
Good lord.
Artillery strike activated. Warning, incoming missile.
Okay. That wasn't too bad. Come on, you.
Target spotted.
Come on. There you go. Get overconfident. Come on.
Target spotted.
Oh, jeez. Oh, they're all following me. Okay. No, I'm fine with this. Kill me. Yes. Come this way. Pull an assault and a heavy away from the whole group. I am willing to sacrifice myself for this. Come on. Come on. Yep, as far back this way as you can. Yeah, alright. What were you saying? Of course, I said so. It's a full blast on Twitter. I mean, I don't really know what you mean by that. It's weird. Right. That's weird. How is that not working? Very strange. Huh. Okay, now I'm confused. I'm playing around with the chat here. Thought I had an option that I don't have. What if I pop this out? Nope. No idea. Huh. Never mind then. Oh, do I have to be... Hold on. Okay. If this is how it works, this is extremely silly. Let's see if this is actually how it works. This is very silly. Let me mute myself here. All right. I'm gonna open that up and see what happens. Okay. Boom. Ooh, running hot.
Heat level critical.
Running hot and some critical torso damage.
Destroyed.
Only one enemy mech left. Who's fighting it? That's an interesting loadout for an Ebon Jaguar, though. And Gauss rifle. I can't say no to that.
Command to ground forces. We're detecting no more hostiles. Good job, soldiers.
Well, good job, except to me. Fuck, I did not do very well in that fight. Oh, I did not do very well. Excellent. Probably gonna jump in with the Bushwhacker again because I feel like that could have gone a lot better. Whew. That's better. Oh man, so excited for MechWarrior 5. Oh, and I got some fun plans for that stream as well. It's not just gonna be, well, I mean, it's gameplay wise, it's just gonna be MechWarrior 5. But I got some fun things we're gonna be doing as well. I'm gonna be making dinner on stream, which is gonna be fun. I love cooking, so that'll be a good time. So looking forward to that. Got all the ingredients today, so. That'd be interesting. I don't have the software I'd need to make that work, though. I don't think, to make Twitch commands come through as controls. I'm not sure what I would have to do. That sounds complex, and like something that I would not be very good at. If I had to guess. Excuse me. The yawning. Hello. And an 07 to you. Oh, I do have some cool news though. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna play Elite Dangerous on the channel is gonna be, but I got my name change in there. That went through support just fine. So my commander is officially named Melodic Oak now, which is awesome. So slowly updating all of my names in all my games to reflect what I want to be called now. So that's pretty cool. It feels good, man. And I still can't stop watching Ascension RP and other news.
Reactor online.
So been binging that. When I'm not streaming, I'm usually working on something and then have that streaming on the other monitor. Fuck, I love it so much. I totally want to get other people to watch it so I can have people to chat with about it, but it's such a thing. Like, there's so much of it that I feel like I really don't want to, because I feel bad for anyone that I do get into it, because oh my god, it's like it's a lot. Oh, come on, we can make it up here. Come on, we can make it up here. I know we can. I've made it up here before. Okay, fine. We'll go around. Don't land on me. Thank you. Somebody's DC'd. Blech. This is why I do need jump jets on my bushwhacker. Come on. Why am I having so much trouble with this today? Come on, get up there. I know you can do that. I've done it before. It's never taken me that long to get into combat with my bushwhacker. Like,
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Target destroyed. Artillery strike online.
okay, we got our artillery strike online. And we can see some enemy targets. Oh, and we're about to die. Cool.
Warning, incoming missile.
Why were they all looking in this direction? Why are there two mechs behind us?
Missile.
Why?
Missile.
Okay. That's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Destroyed.
I don't have words for what's happening right now. How?
Weapon destroyed.
Why were they all looking in that direction? And why do we have two mechs all the way back here? How did this happen? Oh god.
Destroyed.
Well, this is just that wasn't even funny. That was just sad. I don't know how that happened. Very strange. Ever so slightly infuriating.
Thanks.
Ooh, nice.
Critical damage.
Oh god, cord him. Good job, dude. Nice. Sorry for the lack of volume here. I'm gonna be doing something a little bit special this stream, by the way. I am going to be sending... I'm going to be sending some of you when we're done with the stream here. We're going to be doing a raid for the first time ever because I want to. Basically what that is it means when I end the stream, I basically send people over like to another stream. And it's a way of supporting some other smaller streamers and also like myself. And also a way of kind of like, you know, it's like promoting yourself and helping another streamer at the same time. So, and it's built into Twitch. It's a great little feature. So,
Missile. New
we're gonna go ahead and do that.
target acquired. Warning, incoming missile. Left arm destroyed. Right torso.
Do.
New target acquired. Heat level critical.
I'm actually gonna check here real quick because Mech Warrior Online is good, but anybody playing? Because the beta is up still, I believe. No, it's not. It's just the
New target acquired.
just some radio stations,
Heat
essentially.
level critical.
Ooh, gosh,
New target acquired.
a lot of missiles hitting that flea.
Left torso critical damage.
This is gonna be a close fight.
Target acquired.
On, you can do it. Hit him. Hit him hard. Ooh, showing your back there. Be careful.
New target acquired. Left destroyed.
Woo! Right over the head of that Atlas.
Need assistance.
Target acquired.
That little flea is quite a laser boat. Oh, he's trying to get around his back.
Fuel at 0%. New target acquired.
A lot of internal damage there.
Right arm critical damage.
Get him.
Target destroyed.
Nice. Arctic Wolf is down.
Fuel at 25%. Fuel at 0%.
Oh, gonna take some leg damage from that. This little flea is so annoying.
At 0%.
Which means it's doing its job right. That's like the whole job of light mechs.
Way there. Keep it up.
Fuel at 25%. Fuel at 0%. Target acquired.
bring down that Hellbringer. Got lambs.
Target destroyed.
Command is happy to hear of your success and achievements on the surface.
And with that, I think we're probably going to wrap up the stream for today. I'm going to have to get going and actually grab some dinner here pretty soon, so I'm hungry. Oh, before I do, a really quick reminder, tomorrow, MechWarrior 5 all-day stream starting probably between 1 and 2 p.m. I'll go ahead and update the schedule so it reflects that. And we'll be streaming all day, as far as I'm aware. Unless something comes up, it's going to be an all-day stream. So, thank you everyone for tuning in and watching. Thank you everyone who decides to watch the VOD. I appreciate that very much as well. Thank you for all those follows that happened when I was offline. That's getting us ever closer to our new follower goal, which is 20. Hopefully we'll be able to hit that this week. I'm super excited about being able to do that. And what I'm going to go ahead and do today, this is not normally something that I do, but I am going to go ahead and send people over to another stream. Someone is playing a MechWarrior online. Let's send you over to where?
Stealing my kills. Shit.
Who do we want to send you to? Unfortunately, nobody that I normally follow is streaming. Sadly. But I'm going to go ahead and send you over to Scout Derek here. Seems like a pretty cool stream. Why not? So let's go ahead and... This is actually the first time I've ever done this. Scout Derek. There we go. We're going to go ahead and raid you over there. So say hi and be nice. There we go.